It's Your Health TV. I am thrilled today to be joined by the gorgeous Elizabeth Penhausen. She's the author of Cooking Well, Beautiful Skin. And Elizabeth has all these wonderful ingredients, and we are going to make some pretty salmon. And Elizabeth is going to tell us how she has her glowing skin and how we can get that too. What should we be eating, Elizabeth? First of all, welcome.
Thank you so much. Really great to be here. Yeah, a lot of people don't realize that we can improve the quality of our skin greatly, even transform it, just by adding a few key foods that have high antioxidant value into our diet. And it's so simple. They're at our grocery store, they're already all around, and we just need to, we already like them anyway. Yeah. So we just need to add them to our basket and make a point to stop at the market and put those in our cart. And you'll always find them in mine. So, yeah.
That's great. All right, so let's see what we got. We obviously have different types of berries.
Yes, berries are a really wonderful source of antioxidants. Another thing that's important to realize is our bodies don't make our own antioxidants.
Okay.
So since we can't produce our own, it's really essential that we incorporate it into our bodies through our diet. And berries are a wonderful source. And another great, our seeds, nuts, and sprouts. They're a great source for vitamin E. See, we've got our almonds here. Almonds actually have 150% of the daily vitamin E that we need for our diet. And they're delicious too, and they're sweet, which is great.
I can't control myself.
No, it's great, it's great. So that's another thing that's really important to add, and you can, you know, this is a snack. This is wonderful. Instead of just snacking on something, you know, with no nutritional value, a candy bar, grab a bag of almonds. Exactly.
And I like to add a little bit of dark chocolate now and then. I don't know how you feel about that.
It's a wonderful trail mix. Throw some popcorn, goji berries, add it, take on a little hike out in nature.
Oh,
wonderful.
It's great. Now this honey is really interesting. This is, it actually has the honeycomb in it. I hadn't seen that before.
Yeah, I personally, it adds a little bit of a crunch and a little bit of a texture. And so later I'll show you when we make the pretty poached salmon, I kind of transform the typical tartar sauce that you'd eat with the salmon and make like an antioxidant glaze. It's really yummy.
Oh,
but another group of beauty foods to really that we want to make sure we keep in our diets are the dark greens.
Okay.
So for example, spinach, kale, broccoli, and we have spinach here, which is just really easy. You just steam or just boil right over here. Just add some water, add a little olive oil if you want.
I love garlic with it.
Garlic is great. Garlic is so good for your skin. Actually, it's also important to cut the garlic because you're actually releasing the better qualities and nutrients of the garlic once it's cut. It's kind of a funny little tidbit there.
Interesting.
But yeah, and then we've of course got our whole grains, which are important. They have our vitamin B complex, which is important for skin metabolism, and so it's really a great detoxifier.
That's great.
So there's all these like really important nutritional facts, but you know what? Bottom line, they're all delicious.
Exactly.
And so that's like the most important thing you want to take in is that these are just delicious foods, and yes, they're great for you. They're whole foods, and you know, I know we got all of this from the Whole Foods in Andover, so thank you, Andover, Boston. Here we are.
It's wonderful.
And so you know,
it's great too. You know, my daughter's 6. And people are often surprised that she eats a whole foods diet. But, you know, she's going to eat what my husband and I eat.
That's right.
And honestly, the kid could live on berries. She could live on almonds. You know, all these things are wonderful. I mean, everything.
I'll tell you something. It's interesting because I always grew up for our dessert. My mom would just like cut up a nectarine, and that was our dessert. And they're so naturally sweet. They have the natural sugar in it, and it's of course so good for your skin. And another thing about antioxidants, I mean, this is important for like fighting off the free radicals and the environmental damage and damage on a cellular level. So we want to keep our skin youthful, elastic, and pretty. And when does that start? It starts when we're young, forming habits.
That's true.
So you're teaching your daughter, and all moms can teach their kids to start these habits now and acquire the tastes for the sugar in a berry rather than the sugar from a Snickers, for God forbid.
Oh my
you know what I mean? So I mean, really, and then you know your whole body and your skin will thank you.
Yeah.
Because it's really about beauty from within.
Well, your skin is
how
thanking
you look
everybody.
is gonna. It's a reflection of what you're eating. So believe me, I guarantee you, this is in my grocery cart. So this is.
I mean, I'm close up to you, and I mean,
I'm close up to you.
There's no more to be found. I don't understand. My God,
I did do a honey mask last night. I was telling you about that.
Now later in the show, we're going to be doing some masks. I'm going to wash off my makeup, and we're going to put my hair back and put a little thingy on me.
I'm excited. You're all
mine. We're going to have some fun. But for now, I love to eat all this wonderful food. So you're going to make a berry glaze?
That's right. It's so simple. I'm just going to grab a handful of raspberries. I've already got the honey in here, and just some great organic pure honey. Grab some handful of the blueberries, and then I also love blackberries. They're really great. They have a different texture. And here, if you want to put the rest of these in there, and then let's see. Oh, they're yummy. Yeah, one, yeah, good. Okay,
I'm
we
naughty.
can add those in there. That's just great.
I'm naughty.
And help me here, Lisa. We can just grind that up just for until we see like a puree.
Like I said, this is the vitamin.
It's powerful.
I
Right there is perfect.
Okay,
because
great.
I don't like to take completely all of the texture out. In fact, I like to we can garnish the berry glaze with some whole raspberries on top, just for flavor.
I tend to stain myself easily, so I'm gonna let you do the pouring.
I've seeded enough pomegranates. I'm no fear of stains. So what we do here, thank you, perfect. So we have this beautiful salmon. We've got our whole grains. We're incorporating every aspect of these whole foods with antioxidant value. Oh, look how rich and delicious that is.
So good.
And you know what else we can do? A little spinach on the side. And you know what? For our seeds and nuts, and we adds a little bit of a flavor crunch. You probably wouldn't expect to put almonds on salmon, but you know what? It's a real flavorful, nice treat.
You know, and the other thing I'd like to add for moms or dads, whoever needs the cooking, is you get a rice cooker, put the rice in the rice cooker, you turn it on, you can leave the house. The salmon took like maybe 15, 20 minutes.
So simple.
You saw how quick, even if you just have a regular blender, the berries are.
2 seconds.
Cut up, I mean, it's not like a complicated, it looks like it'd be like something the Top Chef people would make, but yet we can make it
We just did, it's beautiful. So anyway, here we are with our pretty poached salmon, and it is pretty, and it's also delicious.
I just happen to have some right here.
Absolutely.
Let me taste this. This looks delicious. Oh my goodness. And I want to have skin like yours. So.
You do? Goodness.
It's
really good, right? Do you like the glaze?
It's really good.
And you know, honey is so beneficial on so many levels. It's anti-inflammatory. It's nature's moisturizer.
Really
all these things are good for your skin. This is beauty
and
from within, the inside out. And everything is so valuable here. You've got your iron in the dark greens as well. You know,
and the sweetness.
The sweetness. You notice that. And besides just the omega-3s that you get from the fish that everyone hears about, you know, there's a zinc, which is important for the production of collagen and elastin, which is what keeps our skin elastic and youthful.
That's important.
So, and the color of the salmon itself, that's derived from the beta carotenes, and that's what keeps our skin peachy. So rather than having a supplemental vitamins or getting your antioxidants and the fish oils that way, nothing compares to the real thing. This is the real whole food.
So
this is what we've got to focus on.
Now, you know, on most shows, the host will take a bite and put it down. But here on It's Your Health TV,
Lisa can't put it down.
Well, you continue to talk. Would you like some? Am I being a horrible pig? Would you like
No,
to
I
taste
would
it?
love to taste it.
All right, okay.
I love
I suppose I can share.
Oh, another thing I wanted to do is just put, it's just a little fun, just to add some more raspberries with the glaze, because I like texture. I like to play with different
I do this for breakfast.
So
although then again, I like, you know, lunch or dinner food at breakfast. I mean, any time of day. I'm kind of odd that way. You know, a lot of times I'll have a yam, which I've read is one of the top foods for good skin. Well, and avocados for breakfast. If you can tell us about yams and avocados too.
Well, yams are in actually the dark green category. They count as the dark oranges as well. And those are important, and they're a great source of the beta carotenes and another great source of iron. So yams are definitely a beauty food. Just don't put any brown sugar on them or butter. Really, just acquire the taste of the yam itself. And avocados, you asked. Avocados are actually very moisturizing. They're naturally hydrating, and you can even, I have in my book, Cooking Well for Beautiful Skin. I also have another beauty recipe where it's an avocado mask, and you literally just put the avocados on your skin, and it's just really hydrating.
Oh, that's nice. Now I know when you were on It's Your Health Radio, you can listen to that if you go to itsyourhealthnetwork.com. And you can look up Elizabeth Tenhout. We did a great interview. I talked about the fact that one of the reasons I love all this stuff is I love to eat, so I can put half the avocado in my mouth and the other on my face, right?
On your décolleté, if you so wish.
Yes. I like that.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great. Well, all these things are just fantastic. And we're going to be back in a few minutes, and we're going to talk about some quick fixes. I have to confess, I have a pimple. It's been bothering me. And
you can handle it.
We can take on
We'll take it on together.
All right, so keep watching It's Your Health TV. We'll be back in a moment. Bye.